give you a book called Simpson's Forensic Medicine 11th edition. Have you heard of it?
Yes, please.
What is it called? Simpson's Forensic Medicine.
Simpson forensic medicine.
The book is called Simpson's Forensic Medicine, 11th edition.
Simpson forensic medicine, 11th edition.
We have that as an authoritative text.
No.
It is not.
It's not.
It is not a what?
It's not an authoritative book.
It has certain things missing.
It is, my lord, it's an old school book.
It's old.
A cake.
Okay.
Mm.
So, but you heard of it?
Yeah, you see it. I used it at undergraduate, not at the master's level.
It's an undergraduate book. Not at master's level. I agree with you. It's an undergraduate. It's on the undergraduate reading list of Makerere.
In my opinion.
So, can you have it?
Ekitabo ekyo nikikozesebwa abaana aba students abakukola degree in medicine. Not yes, undergraduate.
Yes.
Abakukola degree in medicine, not masters.
But it is useful for instruction at undergraduate level.
My lord, for fair trial, request for a copy of materials, texts, or books that our colleagues. Yeah. Otherwise, we cannot follow a trial where books are just being thrown.
I'll share with you the text.
My lord, it's only fair that we have a copy of this book as the process proceeds.
No, I'll share with you. I'll share with you the relevant text.
My lord,
this gentleman has said that he knows about it. So what's wrong?
my lord, as we have a duty to re-examine, we can only execute that duty fairly and squarely if we follow, and we can only follow if a copy of the evidence being traversed. My lord, we need it.
Let's recall what he's asking, and if you need the time, you will give the time. I will let you know. So pass it over as you much obliged, my lord. Doctor, I want you to go to page 16 of that book. Page 16.
My lord, yes, I'm there.
You see the thing which starts number 2?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Jump that whole paragraph from 2A to I. Yeah? And start reading from the word "the." Paragraph what? Paragraph 2, that page. Have you got to that?
But yes. Medical legal autopsy.
No, the next paragraph, that, which starts that.
What is that?
We shall all be those material. So that is right. Let's get to know this. The word that.
Which paragraph is that?
The second paragraph. It is about noting what
The performance of an autopsy.
we have time to look at them.
The performance of an autopsy should ideally be only carried out by a pathologist who has been trained in techniques. Furthermore, medical legal autopsy should be carried out by pathologists who have a training and experience in forensic pathology, either as a career or an addition to pathology training.
Continue. So you have read the performance of an autopsy should ideally be carried out by a pathologist who has been trained in the techniques.
Yes?
Furthermore, medical legal autopsies should only be carried out by pathologists who have training and experience in forensic pathology. Now we start from however.
However, it is appreciated that ideal situation is in practical.
Practicable.
Yes. In many places, not in only developing countries, but also in some advanced states, due to lack of personnel, facilities, and finances.
Okay.
Therefore, histopathologists may have to carry out serious forensic autopsies, and even non-pathologists be obliged to conduct autopsies in many parts of the world.
Okay.
This can lead to unfortunate situations because a poorly performed autopsy may be worse than no autopsy at all.
Continue.
Unless the doctor has a good knowledge of normal autopsy appearances and artifacts, it is impossible for the true abnormalities to be recognized and interpreted. One of the most common faults in inexperienced pathologists or doctor is to read conclusion in some supposed findings that are unjustified and inaccurate. It is better and has less risk of miscarriage of justice for the doctor to admit that he or she does not know the answer, or to be cautious in drawing conclusions from autopsy findings.
So poorly performed autopsies, according to Simpson, is worse than no autopsy at all. Do you agree with Simpson?
That is a opinion of the author.
Do you agree with his opinion?
It doesn't conform to my opinion.
So it is your opinion that a poorly performed autopsy is a good thing?
The author's opinion must conform to my opinion.
Okay, now the next question. Can you confirm, Dr. Ambayo, that you have no specialized training in forensic pathology?
My Lord, I'm an expert. I can't.
Doctor, just answer my question. Can you confirm?
I will not answer questions that go with yes and on because I'm an expert. I need to make explanation. Yes.
You just
No.
explain.
Yes.
Okay, but first tell us, do you have any specialized forensic pathology qualification?
My Lord, a master's in medicine pathology has a course unit of forensic medicine, forensic pathology.
So you did a course unit. In pathology has a course unit on
Yes.
forensic medicine.
And of forensic pathology. My Lord. My Lord, can I continue?
Yes, you may.
Yes. And my Lord, I refer him to police form 48A.
No, I'll ask you about 48.
Yes.
I'll ask
The
you.
requirement there is a medical officer. I'm above that category.
That's all good.
Yes.
That's all good.
I want to put it to his notice.
That's all good.
Another question.
Yes, my lord. But whereas you're above that category, you can confirm you do not have a postgraduate diploma in forensic pathology.
My Lord, it's not necessary.
Do you have it? Let's just start from there.
I do not have it.
Doctor, do you know the director of health services in the police?
I know him very well. He's my boss.
You say it is his voice.
Are you aware that he does have, he is a trained and qualified forensic pathologist?
My Lord, he never told me. It will be my pleasure to know. Yes, he has never told me. I've never looked at his papers. It will be my pleasure to know it before this honorable court.
Can you put the question? Yes.
So do you know? The answer is you don't know.
I have no idea.
When he signs
No,
documents,
I have no idea. The trained what? The trained what?
forensic pathologist,
Okay, another question.
when he signs documents, does he put out all his credentials?
He puts those credentials, but what does it mean?
So you don't know how forensic pathology credentials look.
I don't know.
Doctor, you said that Simpsons is not.
You should follow your question.
Okay. Lawyer yayonabuza doctor ekiya shomere a university ekiya specializing in kugira amateeka nakugira ha medicine omuntu ashobire gukora postmortem report aha mutumbi gw'omuntu no doctor owashomere forensic pathology we yagira ngo akashoma aha masters level lawyer yambuza on a diploma in forensic pathology.
Doctor, do you know the book Gunshot Wounds by Vincent Di Maio? On a movie.
My Lord, I have read so many books. I don't.
You don't recall?
Putting to you just about it.
Yes, I know. I've read through it.
What is the book called?
Gunshot
Maio.
Wounds.
I have read.
Gunshot Wounds. Third edition by Vincent J.M. Di Maio. Di Maio is spelled D-I.
Vincent, what's JF?
Vincent, then J, full stop M, Di Maio. Di Maio is spelled D-I, then capital M-A-I-O. Would you call that an authoritative text?
No,
It is also for undergrads.
it's cross-cutting.
Hold on a minute. What call it? I'm putting you.
Text.
Why?
He calls it a cross-cutting text.
Huh?
Correct? It's a cross-cutting
Yes,
text.
both graduate and undergraduate.
It is good. Yes, my lord, that's what he says.
Why does it?
My Lord,
Why is
it's-
it authoritative and authoritative?
I,
Well, I want you to answer, not go by
okay.
what you say.
My Lord,
You have
I read
what-
books, but I do not grade that this is authoritative, this is not.
Yes.
Because the aspects you can pick from each of the topics that are there, so I do not have authority to grade books.
Okay, thank you. That's a fair answer.
Yes.
But this book is cross-cutting.
Yes, cross-cutting, I meant that it's good for undergraduates and postgraduates.
Nambuza kitabo ekibakweta Gunshot Wounds ekyahandikirwe Vincent J.M. Di Maio byaba ne kitabo ekyabaigi bakutwara kitabo kikulu yambwira ngo nasoma ebitabo bingi takumanya ekiha kikulu nekiha kitali kikulu konka namangu akimanyire.
Okay, and you would agree that
Recording in progress.
so this book would have been used to teach master's students.
The book is not only one of the books. It can be used, but it's not only one of the books.
Okay, thank you.
Can be used to teach.
Yambuza ngo kitabo kibasa kukozesebwa kusomesa abaana abakusoma degree ya kabiri omu medicine yambwira ngo ko kibasa kukozesebwa konka tikyo kimwe tikyo kyonka.
I want to give you the book.
You want him to read it also?
naenda kumheleza achirore naenda kumbuza ebibuuzo.
Okay, just go to page 311.
Ngira ngu aza page 311.
You see it? 311.
Yes, that's where I am.
Can you read the heading?
My Lord, the heading reads, who should perform the autopsy? The National Association of Medical Examiners has established standards for performance of forensic autopsy. These are described in a document entitled Forensic Autopsy Performance Standards. All forensic autopsies should at minimum meet the standards. In this document, it defines a forensic pathologist as a physician who is certified in forensic pathology by American Board of Pathology, and who prior to 2006 completed a training program in forensic pathology that is accredited by Accreditation Council of Graduate Medical Education or international equivalent, and has been officially qualified for examination in forensic pathology by standard B4 address, who could perform a forensic autopsy. It states that a forensic autopsy must be conducted by a licensed physician who is a forensic pathologist, or by a physician who is a forensic pathologist in training, or resident, or a fellow. Responsibility for forensic autopsy quality must rest with the forensic pathologist, who must directly supervise, support staff, allowing non-forensic pathologists to conduct forensic autopsy procedures without direct supervision and guidance is fraught with the potential for serious error and omissions.
So according to this book,
Yes.
allowing a non-forensic pathologist
Yes.
to conduct a forensic autopsy,
Yes.
yeah, without direct supervision and guidance,
Yes.
is fraught with potential for serious errors and omissions.
My Lord.
That's the position of that author.
You are citing what is there. Not
Yes.
what is
Yes.
I'm coming to a question.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the position of that author.
Yes, my Lord.
Just confirm that at the allowing a non-forensic pathologist to perform a forensic post-mortem without direct supervision. Post-mortem without direct supervision and guidance is fraught with the potential for serious errors and omissions. The potential for serious errors and omissions. With the potential for serious errors and omissions.
That is according to that text.
Yes.
Doctor, just confirm that you are not licensed by the Uganda Medical and Dental Practitioners Board as a forensic pathologist.
Yes.
What is yes?
I'm not. That's my Lord. That's the answer from the question. Yes.
You are not licensed?
He's not licensed by the Uganda Medical and Dental Practitioners Board as a forensic pathologist.
A lawyer, you know, said,
Dental
Practitioners Board as a forensic pathologist. My Lord, I'll be starting on a new the cross-examination immediately, so I want to propose that we go for the break now.
Doctor yanabuza.
Earlier. Yes, my lord. Is that okay with you? Well, I'm saying this we will fit up to the one week. So what time are we coming back? Yeah, you could. But then, what time should we come back? So that person how much could be lunch? 30 is okay. That is 1 hour. This time I do that. Okay, but it's not that 1 hour. When overseas, you want it at that time. And you know, when we are working on the same matter, we have to agree on how to do it. So, if you want to, a little bit of money, please come back here to that for further cross-examination. The other should be opportunity. I don't see how we can start with this. Okay, then.
I don't know.
Dr. Banya, Dr. Bernard,
Yes, I know him.
you registered as a forensic pathologist?
I don't know. I was given a summon to appear before this court. The summon was not served to them.
Just answer the question.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Bernard in the other one was Sam Kalu.
So, what did he answer him?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. Okay. And Dr. Male,
I know him. He's the one I did the postmortem with.
can you confirm he is not registered as a forensic pathologist?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Dr. Male who?
Dr. Male Mukuma.
I do not know whether he's registered or
No.
pathologist.
Dr. Yarhanga, AIGP.
My lord, I responded to that. I will not want to say it again.
You don't know or you know?
You asked me that question. I responded.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Much obliged. Doctor,
Yes, my lord.
I want us now to go into your post-mortem. You have the real post-mortem.
My lord, can I have address my mind?
You have to press
So go through the postmortem.
Yeah, you can.
Exhibit.
Yeah, you give it. We have it.
I just want you to have exhibit P4.
Lawyer yanabuza doctor ya amanyire ba doctor aba
You have already given it.
Yes. Doctor,
Yes, my lord.
is it fair to say that this is a complete post-mortem report? Is that your complete report?
Yes, this is my complete report, my lord.
You signed on every page.
That is actually the
P4.
I confirm, my lord, that I've signed on every page.
Doctor, is it fair to say that this report documents the entire post-mortem that you did? that everything that happened in the postmortem is documented in this report?
My Lord, to the best of my Lord, best of my knowledge, it's documented.
Doctor, on page 4 to 5 of your report, you list from paragraph 3.
Yes, my Lord.
You list tests that were taken, correct? Tests that were conducted.
Right.
Tests conducted.
Page 4 to 5. Paragraphs 3, 4, and
Yeah, there's a list of tests that were conducted, yes.
My Lord, are we talking about tests conducted or samples taken? Because we seem to be reading from another report.
I think let the witness do the answering.
You can answer that.
My Lord, these were samples that were taken, not tests conducted.
That is okay.
It refers to something
That were taken. And those samples were taken for testing.
Right.
Doctor, is it fair to say that this is a comprehensive list of all samples that were taken during the postmortem?
Yes.
Thank you. Doctor, if a sample was taken and not recorded in your report, would that mean the report is incomplete?
It does not make the report complete because
Just answer my question. Does it mean the report is incomplete?
no.
If
If a sample was taken and is not
recorded.
taken during postmortem and is not recorded, that would not make the report incomplete.
No.
It will. The report,
The report will be complete under my duties.
you don't have a duty. Do you have a duty to record all tests, all swabs taken during postmortem?
I recall what.
Please answer my question. Do you have a duty to record all swabs taken during postmortem?
If it's under within my roles, I do.
I'm asking you about your roles, Doctor. I'm asking you if swabs are taken during post-mortem, do you record all of them?
The ones under my jurisdiction, I do. If it's within my roles, I do.
And is it your role to carry out the post-mortem?
Yes.
Are there other things happening as you're carrying out the post-mortem?
Yes.
And those things are not part of your duties?
Because it's not within my role.
So as long as a swab is taken during post-mortem, it is part of the post-mortem.
If a senior crime officer takes a swab, that's not my role. It's not within my role.
So who took these swabs?
It's the senior crime officer, if it's what you're talking about.
I'm talking about these ones here. The ones which are at page
My
4.
lord, I need to be guided.
I'm guiding you. I'm talking about
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the swabs on page 4.
I account for the swabs that are taken and documented.
Those are the swabs you have taken?
Yes.
Okay. And so, those are the swabs taken during the postmortem?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, doctor.
Yes, my lord.
Is it also fair to say that you document all your findings in this postmortem?
To the best of my knowledge, I document it.
In documenting your findings, must you consider all relevant facts before you come to a conclusion?
Under the circumstances which I was working, my lord, I did
Doctor,
all.
my question was, in coming to your conclusion, must you consider all the relevant facts before you come to a conclusion?
Yes, I did.
No, it's whether you consider it, not whether you did.
Yes, I considered all the relevant things to do, and I did them.
And you must consider all those facts also before you issue the report. Before you issue your report, must you consider all the relevant facts?
Any answer?
Yes.
Yes.
So, doctor, to the extent that your report leaves out any material facts, would you agree that that would make your report unreliable?
That is for court to decide.
If you left out any material facts, would that make your report...
My lord, that is for court to decide, not me.
The court decide what?
To decide whether the materials that have taken for analysis and reports that should have come to make a conclusion.
I don't think you understood my question.
Maybe you can put it together.
Yes.
My question was, you said you considered all the relevant facts, correct?
Yes.
And I'm saying if in fact you did not consider all...
Ekuzo meso na lawyer na doctor na kabuza doctor yawa ekiandiko kya iso mkoti
were old injuries.
Where?
On his...
They were on the left buttocks and then the right tibialist.
The right TBO what?
Tibialist.
TBO.
That is a TU B R E R S I T Y.
Were all injuries.
Yes.
Now, doctor, you testified earlier that your conclusions must be supported by the available literature on gunshot wounds, correct?
Right, and the current practice.
And you also testified that you are aware of peer-reviewed journals.
Right.
And you will agree with me that a peer-reviewed article is more than the author's opinion, correct?
No.
Is it the author's opinion subject to the rigorous scrutiny of his peers?
Depends on the setting.
In a journal, in a peer-reviewed journal.
Do you have a peer-reviewed journal in Uganda?
Doctor, what happens here is you are the one who answers questions. You don't ask them.
Peer-reviewed journal article is not more than.
Is the author's opinion subject to the scrutiny of his peers?
Right.
More than the author.
That's correct?
Yes, that's right.
What was that last one?
A peer-reviewed article is the author's opinion subjected to the rigorous scrutiny of his peers.
Right.
Maybe for the translation you can say a peer-reviewed article is
Subjected to the rigorous
scrutiny of his peers.
Yes, please.
Please translate. I think.
But you are the counsel for that, you know.
There's a manual needed. Is
You can
peer
protect
review.
Counsel protect Mr.
Minister, yes, I will protect Mr. Mani.
Yeah, you are the one who is giving those questions. So,
Okay. Now, let me move on, Doctor. Would you agree that as a doctor you need to keep abreast of the developments in your profession?
Correct.
Doctor, you will agree with me, Doctor, that the terms you have used in your report are also defined in much of the literature.
Right.
I want us to go, Doctor, to paragraph 2 of your report.
Paragraph 2 of your report.
Of yours.
On which page?
Paragraph 2. Don't you have paragraphs in your report?
Or which page?
Each page has
Do you have paragraph 2 in your report?
There is a paragraph in page 1, page 2, page 3, page 5. Just a paragraph.
Okay.
which one are you having?
Go to page 2, number 2. Going forward, I will be referring to the numbers you put in front of them as the paragraph numbers. That's how paragraphs work. So paragraph 2 on page 2. We're together?
Fine.
Doctor, it says that there was a starlight-shaped gunshot entry wound. Correct?
Right.
So in paragraph 2, is it fair to say that you identify what you call entry wounds and what you call exit wounds? Paragraph 2. The starlight shaped, which is S-T-E-L-L-A-T-E. A stellite. Stellite
Star set. You can just don't bite your tongue. Star set.
Doctor, I have no concern for my tongue. Starlight shift.
Starlight.
Yeah, but it's spelled as STE. STELLATE.
So let's shape to gunshot wound.
Yes. Entry wound. Doctor, you will agree with me that the determination of an entry and exit wound is a question of medical science.
My Lord, thank you for saying the same thing.
That means yes.
Yes.
So the determination of an entry and exit wound is a question of medical science.
Dr. ikiriza byona ebiro yayona mbuza kwatana aha isasi yateyiwe omugenzi Katanga Henry ngo karaba ahiyarabire na hiyasoharire ngo nchiba
Science. The entry of medicine is a question of medicine.
Okay, niteka kuba tuzorwa omuntu owakozire ekyo bakweta medical science.
Medicine.
Natural medicine.
Doctor, you will agree that that is a matter on which a qualified pathologist can actually be examined.
Correct.
Recording in progress.
As a matter which a qualified forensic pathologist can actually be examined.
Aho ayanambwira ngo eshe kintu ekikure.
Is that so?
No.
Ayanambwira ngo ekintu ekikuzoka nakyo kikuzora ahisasi lyo yarabire elitire omugenzi na lyashohorire nchikorwa omuntu owashomire ekyo bakweta medical pathologist. Dr. Yadira Ngunga.
But it is a matter on which a qualified pathologist can be examined.
A qualified doctor
So it is a matter on which a qualified doctor
can be examined. Right.
And therefore,
Qualified doctor.
yes,
Not a forensic scientist.
Qualified
qualified doctor. It's a matter upon which a qualified doctor can be examined. You therefore agree with me that the characteristics of entry and exit wounds are contained in professional medical writing.
Correct. And
That's okay. I'll come.
my Lord, I need to be given opportunity. I
will
cannot
not get
be pushed against the
You'll get
report
opportunity.
because I'm here as an expert. I'm not an
Doctor.
ordinary.
Doctor, don't
I'm not
worry.
a lay person.
Doctor, don't worry. You'll get opportunity. I'm going to give you opportunity. Relax. Calm down. I'll give you all the opportunity you need. Just relax. So you had said that it is a matter that the characteristics of entry and exit wounds of the wounds.
He wants to explain. Can you
To explain
explain?
from your report.
Can I explain?
From your report.
Okay. My My Lord, in the report I made that the deceased was a male. Did he ask me what characteristics I looked at? So, please let me make this explanation. For me to conclude that the entry was an entry, the exit was an exit, I looked at all this to make this conclusion.
Doctor, I have asked you to show me in your report where you document this difference. I haven't asked you what you looked at. We are cross-examining you on your report. Please limit your answers to my questions.
Yes?
My learned friends will give you an opportunity for your very eloquent explanation.
Yes.
Can you show me in your report the differences between the wound on the right and the wound on the left, other than size?
That does not appear, but if you give an
Thank
opportunity,
you.
I'll explain.
No, thank you. Okay, let's continue. Okay. It is therefore fair to say,
Yes?
is it fair to say that the difference between these two wounds, which is documented, is size?
No.
Which is documented in your report?
It's not only size. You not give me opportunity to talk, to explain.
The other differences in the report?
My Lord, I thought the reason why I'm before this court.
No, you have to answer questions.
Yes.
So please, doctor, let's work together.
Fine.
We are, I know it's adversarial, but it's not adversarial. We are just trying to find out the
Fine.
truth.
Fine.
Please, and you are an expert for all parties, eh? So we are relying on your expertise.
Fine. Fine.
And the document you have is your report. So please don't try and be evasive. Just go to the report.
Right.
Kindly show us those differences in the report. Other than size. Am I right to say that?
No.
So, doctor, I don't know which of your two answers is correct. Between us, the last two answers, you said it's not always the case. And then you said it's always the case. Which one is it?
This is what I said. Most times. Okay? Most times the entry wounds.
I want you to answer my question.
My Lord, we humbly request that in as much as our colleagues has more questions, the witness should be given leverage to express himself and provide an answer before he is interrupted after a question.
My Lord, I'm also praying that Mr. Morgan really reduces his...
Let him answer. He was in the process of answering.
My Lord, this is not personal between me and my colleague. I am only saying that our observation is that as soon as the witness starts to answer, he interrupts, and that affects, because we are gifted differently. The witness needs time to provide an answer. But these disruptions are giving a false impression.
Okay, let him go. Ask the last question.
My Lord, can I explain?
Yes, before you were interrupted by Mr. Morgan, I want you to say...
No, my Lord, I won't take that lightly. I won't take that. I'm not interrupting, I'm doing my duty, and my colleague should act courteously.
But my Lord, with respect to my learned friend, I'm working with the witness. I'm asking questions, he's giving answers. So the witness was saying.
Okay, I think let's leave this to continue.
My Lord,
Do you have any concerns? You raise it?
that I raise my concerns to court, and I'm raising them to court. My Lord, I will take exception to be gagged down by my colleague because I'm doing my work and I'm entitled to do it. I'm entitled to raise that objection. So I should not be gagged down.
We have understood that. Now it says, before you raise the objection, this man was answering.
Can I explain?
Objectively answer.
Can I explain?
Yes, please.
No. What are you explaining? What question are you?
He had started on a sentence. Can you complete what you said?
Oh, yes. In general terms,
Yes.
most of the entry wounds are smaller than the exit. But the contest is what is not in this case.
No. You see, doctor?
You have to get me clear.
Doctor,
You know what
I
you
want to
mean
get you
to
clear with my answer, with my question. You are saying that it is possible for the entry wound to be larger than the exit wound.
At this range, it is not possible you can get an entry wound that is larger than the exit wound. That's what I wanted to explain.
Okay,
You can't
that's fair enough.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's possible.
In other situations, not the context we
So-
are talking in.
So the two things that mattered here are the range and the size.
My Lord, there are more than that.
From your report.
This report is from my report, right?
Yes. Your report is incomplete.
It's complete at that range. At that range, that is the kind of entry wound I expect at that range to be bigger than the exit. Yes.
And doctor, what you have just told us is contained in medical writings.
I don't know.
So you have made it up, or you studied it.
I studied it.
So it's contained in medical writings.
Relevant medical writings.
Relevant medical writings.
Okay. Another one?
Yes. Doctor, I want to refer you to a journal article. Practical pathology of gunshot wounds.
You look at this to the first now.
Let me look at
Is it a new one?
Let me look.
It's a new one.
Yes.
I think the report I've shared with the witness.
My Lord, everything is this man. Is not acceptable. Mr. Kabega, just hold on. My Lord, before Mr. Kabega does the clerical work of the court, we need the...
I will only accept what comes through. I'm not going to take it.
It's radioactive. You're reading it?
Yes, my Lord. I was raising it, but before my good friend, Mr. Kabega, smuggled the document. And you know, my Lord, this is the very ambush we are talking about. First of all, these documents are not being shared by us. As you have observed, they are not even comfortable that we look at them. But,
We shall give you time.
my Lord, actually, we are putting the defense on notice that before re-examination, we shall actually need time.
Yes.
Because
You need time.
How much time do
yes,
you want?
but the objection I'm raising is that it's not proper, my Lord, to confront the witness with what is being referred to as journal articles without the necessary background. So, my Lord, the rules of our evidence, even under section 148 of the Evidence Act, even in cross-examination, questions can only be asked after laying the necessary background to the question. And my Lord, this particular article that is being passed to the witness, nothing has been said about it. There is no background, there is no author, the relevance is not, the background on its relevance is not established. So what our colleague is doing is just to pass a writing to the witness. And we can't follow, my Lord. So this is prohibited under section 148 of our Evidence Act.
Is that okay with you?
My Lord, I think my Lord...
Which journal, which is the source, where did he get it?
My Lord, reading section 148 correctly. Section 148 deals with questions under 147. Questions under 147 are questions about the character of the witness. In this case, my Lord, the section that is actually relevant in the Evidence Act is section that section deals with character, my Lord. My Lord, what we are doing are questions lawful in cross-examination, which is under section 144, 145. But also, my Lord, when we are dealing with an expert witness, I think the grounds of the opinion of the expert are relevant. And I think sufficient foundation has been laid. This witness has informed court.
With regard to his report, every takataka is from everywhere.
You say you don't give the witness a background. You just throw it in the document.
Much obliged, I can give the witness a background.
No, you do that.
Most of that.
It was your evidence that you rely on medical writing, correct?
Correct.
So I want to give you a a written medical text to look at. If Mr. Mwaganya kindly pass it on to the witness.
You said he has now given the background.
Which background?
Which background does he give?
And not the fact that they were
Just
talking to
answer
themselves.
was I studied it. It's different between the real one and medical writings. That's the answer I gave. Now this one is saying he wants to give him a medical writing. I don't know.
Yes.
So is that? Yes.
Yes. Let the witness receive it. The witness is the expert.
Well, but it's examination. You can put those questions.
I know the witness is impatient for it, but my learned friends are withholding.
And if it is not relevant, it will not be
Tender.
not to be considered evidence. So,
My Lord, actually, the background that should be laid in respect of the document, we need to know its source, the knowledge of the witness, his previous interaction with that writing.
so if he has not had no interaction, then they will ask him. Like he was asking before, that there is such and such. But have you heard about it? You introduce the thing. What is it about?
Exactly.
My Lord, it's the witness. I need the witness to hold the document. He will explain it.
Okay,
He will explain it. And
My Lord, a document cannot be held by a witness, except if it is properly introduced.
my Lord, let the witness have it. This court has ruled, and Mr. Mwaganya should not continue interrupting.
Okay, let's where is the orderly? You should be passing documents.
Yes, so that they are not intercepted.
What Okay, now, talk to me about the document before you proceed.
Can you see the heading of that document? Can you see the heading of that document?
Let me first, I kindly request to look through the document.
Yeah.
You will look through the document. Just tell us if you can see the heading. Can you see the heading?
Answer the question whether you can, which may lead to other questions regarding the
I have seen the heading.
Read the heading.
Practical pathology of gunshot wounds.
Now, do you know what this document is?
What is this?
Look at the bottom, at the very bottom.
This is a chapter in a book.
No.
Is that right?
No.
This is not an article.
Look at the bottom, the footnote. You see something called Arc Pathol Lab Med.
Yes?
Are you, as a pathologist, conversant with the Archives of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine, which is a medical journal?
Yes?
Is that the abbreviation?
What
With the Archives of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine.
is that?
It is a medical journal.
Or pathology and
Laboratory Medicine. When you look,
no, that is a
a medical journal. When you look
so
there,
it says that it's conversant
it says volume 130, correct?
My Lord, the source of this document,
We'll
Is
deal
it
with,
questionable?
we'll deal with source.
I'm not ready to
It's
respond
okay.
to.
We'll deal with source.
It's okay, you answer what you can. If you can't answer, you raise what you are doing.
My Lord, I want to respond to relevant and credible sources. I cannot just pick anything and present it as a response.
No, I think you
Did you say that you are conversant?
is conversant. my
He has
lord.
not said.
What? No,
Are you
say
conversant with the Archives of Laboratory and of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine?
It's the name of the article
It's the name of the journal.
that I know about. But if you tell me I'm conversant with, that's not right.
Thank you.
Then you read the name.
So, doctor, I want us to go slowly.
Recording in
You
progress.
see, you're talking too fast. And you say
Ah,
very
okay.
good things.
No, even you.
Yes.
You're saying good things, and we're missing
You
you.
led the.
We're missing you. You are
Yes, we understand.
conversant with the journal.
Because he should know what he's answering to.
Yes, my lord. That's what I'm doing. So you are conversant with the journal.
I'm conversant with the name of the journal, not the contents.
Yeah, not the contents of this article.
Not
Now,
the contents of what they write in the journals.
Okay.
so you're conversant with this journal, and it's a peer-reviewed journal.
The name of the journal, I'm conversant with it, not what they write in the journal.
And am I right to say it is one of the most widely read journals in forensic pathology?
My Lord, according to your opinion, that is so. Not to mine.
But it's a well-read journal.
Not in our setting,
Has
nothing.
been answered, my Lord.
It is read elsewhere.
He has answered that question, my Lord.
That was.
He said he doesn't know.
I am not conversant with what they write in that journal.
Yes.
I want us to be clear on what you're not conversant with. You are not conversant with this article. Correct?
How possible is that?
Answer the questions. Remember the rules. Eh? You are the one answering.
My Lord, you told me to read the heading.
Yes.
Now you are telling me about the contents of the journal.
No. I have asked you. You have identified it as the journal. And you have said you are not conversant with the source of this article. Am I correct?
Correct.
But the journal, you know of it.
Correct.
Now, at the bottom of the page still, volume 130. Do you see that part?
Right?
September 2006. Correct?
Yes.
So, before you is a journal article from the Archives of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine, volume 130.
My Lord, we are in 2024.
We shall deal with the contents. Let's move slowly. You're saying that it's outdated. We're coming to outdated. but it's there. You know the journal. You know the journal.
The one we produced in the journal.
Now,
What is the relevant part of what
okay, I want you
Otherwise,
to...
we cannot go to wherever.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you get the relevant part?
Let's get the relevant. Much
Put it
obliged.
to him and then
Much
see if
obliged,
he knows it.
my lord. I just want you to read on page 1283, which is that first
My
page.
lord, we object.
I think the court has made a ruling that I should put the relevant part to the witness.
What does he want to know in relation to
I
what
don't-
he gave in evidence?
I don't think
That's
it's...
what we want to know.
Yes, my lord. I don't think it's not
You know when they put it to witnesses, they put it to witnesses.
Yes.
So let him
That
put
is
it
if
to
it
him.
is the
I don't think it's not for my learned friend to object to the ruling of the court.
We have the ability to separate that.
So, I want you to look at... Do you see the heading guns and ammunition?
Which page is that?
What do you do? So in this article, they said that these things are like this and this.
Okay, much obliged.
Then he will answer.
Yes.
And we shall be through that page.
Much obliged, my lord. I want you to go to page 1285.
Now speak out to the point, put it to him, and he gives an answer.
Yes. That is what it is supposed to be.
Do you see the bit which says exit wounds on page 1285?
285.
121285.
Okay, you can even put it. You can read it.
Can I read it for you? It says exit wounds can appear round, oval, stilt-like, starlet, or crescent-shaped. In other words, exit wounds can take any shape.
Where is that?
Page 1285. So, which is the third page of that.
Kindly let my lord, can you mark for me where it's written from?
Okay, but even without that article, that would still be a relevant page. Then you can give it according to what is to your knowledge, whether what he has said is true or not.
Actually, for us, my lord, we have no problem with the questions. Our problem is the procedure. And the court has guided
So
our
we put it
colleague,
to
but
him
is not following.
about such what those parts stated.
Yes.